Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Enrique. This is Getting Sarteño. We are here live from SoFi Stadium here in Los Angeles, California. I'm super excited for this second annual year of Turkeybowl. We're ready to play some football tonight.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Welcome, Enrique. Welcome, everybody who's watching us. We're live from California. It's been a long flight, but we're here. The day came, and I'm ready.
Yep.
So let's get ready to play.
Yep, let's get started. So let me just tell you guys a quick rundown of what's going to go on tonight. Of course, we're going to do the drawing, but first we're going to go over the churches that are participating tonight. We'll introduce some of the team captains, special guests that we have visiting tonight as well. And then we'll go straight into the drawing. You guys will figure out what teams you'll be playing on next week, and then also too how the day might go on, some questions and answers, and yeah, just a basic rundown of everything.
Pretty much, and this year we have 6 churches that have confirmed. So we're gonna have a little bit of a different system for this year, but I think everybody's gonna have a great time. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the churches that are participating this year. We have Iglesia Vida. If that's anybody watching us from Vida, let us know. Iglesia Vida is here with us. We also have Iglesia Mizpa. They also played last year. It's going to be their second time playing this time. We have Iglesia Mahanaim, which also are playing for the second time. We have Iglesia El Olam, which is one of the churches that's going to be the first time participating this year.
Yes, we're excited for them.
For this season, so hopefully it goes good for them, you know. And then we got Iglesia Cristo Mi Refugio, and we got Iglesia Medes.
Yep, so we're excited for all these churches that are going to be participating this year. So why don't we go ahead and start introducing some of the captains and participants that we're going to have tonight.
Yep, we got some of the team captains, like you said, from some of the churches, and we're going to have them come and we're going to ask them some questions and see how they're feeling, if they're being preparing for this season, and see just their general thought of this season.
Yep,
so,
definitely.
Go ahead and start with the...
Oh, okay. So go ahead and you can go ahead and start with the first one. Okay,
let me go ahead and start with Iglesia Vida. We got Albert from Iglesia Vida, so...
Thank you. Come on in.
Albert.
Come on in.
Albert, it's your second season playing Turkeybowl. How do you feel?
I feel good. Hopefully we go far this year. Last year we went far, but we hit a hard thing. But hopefully this year we get better and hopefully win the whole thing.
Have you guys been practicing or getting ready for this? It's coming next Saturday. You think you guys are gonna make a better performance this time?
Hopefully, yeah. We've been practicing some weeks, not really, but this Sunday we'll give it all we got and get ready for next Saturday for sure.
For sure, because it's showtime. So we're gonna see the best that you guys got, because we're gonna see a good tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Yep. Flew all the way down here from Virginia. Man, that's a far flight.
Long flight.
Yes, all right. So we're going to go ahead and have a very, very special guest come in for tonight.
Man.
We have an owner.
Oh, an owner.
Yes, of one of the football teams that we have here tonight.
Wow.
They're actually the Virginia Mispas. So let's go ahead and have our owner all the way from Virginia. Go ahead, Pablo. Thank you so much for coming.
Welcome.
Howdy, gentlemen.
Yes.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm excited. I'm happy that this day came. And how are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. A little jet lag. That flight all the way from Texas, man, it was a little tough. But we're excited here for our team. You know, we've been putting in financing the team, making sure that they have that gear, the equipment, and just the feel to play, and they feel just right. And take this a W, man.
Yeah,
that's good. So, do you guys feel confident for this year?
We feel good. We'll keep it low. We feel good.
That's good. Well, we're not going to try to squeeze all the taxes from you guys. So thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Thank you so much. It's an honor for having an owner.
It was a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you.
All right, and then we have from Iglesia Mahanaim, we have Salvador.
Wow.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Good to see you guys today.
Tell us a little bit about your experiences, your experience from last year.
Last year was just, like a preseason. We were just testing our waters, seeing what we needed to draft and just trying out, with a few players. But this year, I think we're a little bit more prepared. Yeah.
Good. And so you think you guys are better prepared this time to make it to the final and give it all?
I'm praying for that. Absolutely, yes. I believe in my team this year that we will get pretty far.
That's great.
That's great to hear. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right, and then last but not least, for the captains that are here tonight, we have Eric from Olam. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Welcome.
Welcome, Eric.
Thank you.
How are you tonight?
I'm feeling good,
So you guys are actually the first time participating in this event and Turkeybowl with the section. How's your team feeling? How are you feeling about this event?
So team is feeling excited. So we are just a little bit nervous. Last year we saw all the teams, they were playing pretty good. So we're gonna try to make it to the final at least.
So you guys were out there observing last year to see how it was, but now you have an idea of how things are. So have you guys been preparing, getting ready?
Yeah, we were preparing. We were playing football, but then we end up playing soccer. But we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Well, thank you, Eric, so much for joining us. Well, those were some of the team captains. We couldn't have all of them here tonight with us, but we're happy for every single church that's participating tonight. But I think are we ready to go ahead and get started with the main event?
Yep, I'm ready. I think you guys are also ready. So let's go ahead and get started with that.
Yes, go ahead. Let's go ahead. All right, so we're going to actually do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to actually invite back some of the team captains back over here to just help us with the draw itself. And then we'll go ahead and read out loud the team, which is going to be in this bucket right here, and then it's going to be a letter or a number. We're having still the 2 division sides for this year. It's going to be a little bit different with 6 teams, but you guys will actually see towards the end once we fix everything up, and you'll see how you will end up in the bracket itself.
And just keep in mind, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, we're going to have a section for questions and answer. But keep that in mind. But right now, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead in the same order that we presented the churches. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Albert from Vida to step up again.
Yes, come up.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Who you think you're going to get? Or the first church is going to show up?
Hopefully not Metis, that's for sure.
Alrighty.
All right,
let's see. Shuffle
we'll see.
it.
Go ahead and shuffle.
Make sure you get a good shuffle. Here he goes. The first one.
This is the very first one.
We got Iglesia Vida.
Wow.
And we have the captain of Vida. He got Vida.
Go ahead in the comments.
right.
You guys can go ahead and put rigged in the comments, please. All right.
All right. Go ahead.
Go
and
ahead.
Pick, the division.
Let's see if it's not number 1. Number 3.
All right.
Number 3.
All right. You guys go to Division East, which is
Yes, Division East. So for right now, we don't know what that means, but we'll see if once we add other teams. So thank you so much for joining us.
all right. And then the next church we got
Chris. We have Chris from Mispa. He is the team captain of Mispa. We had the owner earlier. So go ahead and come up, Chris. Thank you for joining us.
How you feeling tonight?
Good. What about you?
I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right. Let's see who you got.
Go ahead and mix up the bucket a little bit.
Make sure you shuffle it.
All right, let's see.
Ese El Olam.
El Olam.
All right.
Well, we're going to see. Maybe we might have an actual matchup for this one.
All right, go ahead.
Go
for the
ahead,
next
Chris.
one. Make sure you shuffle them.
B. We have letter B. So we don't have a matchup just yet, but at least we have a team on each side.
That's
so
good.
that's good. That's good.
So
All right.
Vida and Olam, they're not playing together or against each other.
But they might see each other later if they get to the semifinals or the finals. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Well,
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Thank
for
you
being
so
with
much,
us here
Chris.
tonight. And then the next one, we have Salvador. Come back and let's see who you got.
Ooh, are you hoping for somebody specific?
Not Medes.
Oh man.
All right. Med's still in there. Let's see what you got.
Yep, let's see. Let's see who your lucky ball is. All right. We have Iglesia Mispa.
All right. I think we're going to see the first matchup right now.
Well, yeah, we are going to see our first matchup.
Let's see. Let's see.
Ooh,
Number
one. Number one, Mispa.
And Vida.
So we have Mispa and Vida in the same division right now.
Yep.
That's gonna be a competitive one right there.
That's one match right there.
Yep. So let's go ahead
With
and
the next one?
We'll go ahead and invite Eric from El Olam.
Welcome back, Eric.
Thank you for coming back.
You're excited, huh?
Yes, yes, I am.
All right, go ahead and shuffle it.
Go ahead. We have Iglesia Medes.
Oh, we got Medes right now. Let's see
All right.
if that's going to complete one division or is it going to go to the next one.
Let's see. Let's see. This is gonna be a very interesting one. Ooh, I can't see. Oh,
It's C.
C. Letter
Oh,
C.
it goes to the other division.
It goes to the other division.
So Med's going to be versing you. You guys are going to be...
No, we can.
You guys are going to be versing Medes, but we'll see when.
yes.
All right.
All right. So
we got two more teams, and we got one on each division, so we'll see.
yeah, we'll see. Well, go ahead.
We got...
You go ahead and just pick a number, and I'll
all
pick.
right, go ahead. You start. Go ahead. You do first, and then I'll do the other one.
What do you have right here?
We got Cristo Mi Refugio.
Ooh, our finalists from last year.
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead, pick it. And
I'll go ahead.
Yep.
There's only two left. So we know who that last church is. Mm-hmm. And then
A.
letter A. So we got a full division.
We got a full division.
We do.
And we got, in the West Division, we have Cristo Mi Refugio, El Olam, and Medes.
All right. Well, I don't know if this is going to be anticlimactic, but I think we already know who this church is.
Let's verify it. We got Mahanaim.
Ooh.
Mahanaim is going to be in...
Number two.
Number two.
Number two. Well, it's no surprise. We have the East and the West. Those are some big divisions right there.
There you guys have it. These are the two divisions for this season. We're going to have some good matches. We got Mizpah in the East Division and Mahanaim and Vida. And then in the West Division, we got Cristo Mi Refugio, El Olam, and Medes.
Yeah, those are going to be some tough matchups. But we don't know what games are going to be first yet. We're going to look at that a little bit later. First, or right now, I think what we'll go ahead is go into the questions and answers. If you guys haven't already done so, go ahead in the comment sections and put down your questions about the game itself. And right now, I think before we even do that, or to give you guys time to put down some more questions or anything in the comment section, why don't we go over some of the new rules for
Yep,
this?
there's definitely
for
some
this
new rules for this year.
new season. Yes, let's go ahead and look into them. Oh, I think one just specific one that we'll go over is just that for this year it's still 8 players on the field, but now girls are optional on your team. This year, if you want to have a girl on your team, is totally up to you and your team if you want to have it. But keep in mind that the other church or whoever you're versing, they are not required to match your girl. So I hope everybody understands that. Girls are optional on your teams, but you can have all boy teams.
Yeah, they're always welcome to come and play, but they're not required to play. And another rule that this is more of like a reminder that guest players are allowed to play and come and play. If they're not attending your church, you know, they can come and play, but you can only have 2 guest players in the field at all times.
Yes.
You can make as many subs and you can have as many guest players, but in the field can only be 2 guest players.
Yes, and I think this is going to be a big one for everybody and a bit of a surprise. So last year, overtimes were pretty much kind of like extra points, and this year we are ditching that method of overtime. This might excite some of you people for this, but this year we are going to do overtime a little bit different by doing field goals.
There's gonna be field goals.
There is going to be field goals.
Oh,
and for the Turkeybowl
man.
this year.
We got a lot of soccer players that they're gonna be looking into this or forward for this.
Yes. So this now, extra points are still the same. They're still going to be from the 5-yard line to 10-yard line. Those extra points are still the same. But this is only for overtime. So we will put aside a section of the field specifically to kick field goals. And pretty much the idea is it's easy. Whoever kicks the field goal makes it, and then if the other team misses, the team who made it continues. And there's no best out of 3 or anything like that. It's just a basic whoever can kick the field goal.
For those soccer players, pretty much like penalties.
Yes, pretty much penalties. I'm sure they're going to be excited, and they
Yeah.
better get ready. It's 1 week away.
Yep. So you still got time to practice, get those kicks in, and you never know if you're gonna need it or not.
Yes, and I think just one more rule that I just want to clarify for everybody, just in case if not everybody knows. For I think something that a lot of questions that came up is with QB runs for the day of. So just a reminder that QBs aren't allowed to run unless they are being pressured by after the 5 Mississippis or the blitz. If you decide to use if you decide to run a play, let's just say on 2nd down you decide to run, you didn't get the 1st down, and then it's 3rd down, the QB isn't, even if they get blitz, they're not allowed to run because you only get 1 run play per 1st downs, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So just a reminder for everybody. So
if this is your first time playing or if you forgot the rules, reach out to your team captain. He should be having all those rules. All of you guys that are playing should be going over all these rules so that way everybody is on the same page, and everybody knows.
yes, and please read your rules. If you don't have them, like Getting says, reach out to your team captains. We'll be sending it out to everybody. But also too, like if you didn't choose to read the rules and there's going to be refs and they're calling fouls on you for certain things and you get upset, you can't get upset with the refs. Please, we got to be respectful and everything. So please read those rules. They're very important.
All right, so I think we're ready for some questions and answers. If you guys got any.
Yes. Why don't we go ahead and call our local cowboy. Go ahead from the owner from the Virginia Meat Spies. So, do we have any questions for this year?
Let's see. So far, it looks like there's no questions, but people got a fan. And that's Enrique.
Wow.
People love you, Enrique.
They love me. They love me. Thank you. Well, I'll do a fan service afterwards. If you guys want to come by, I'll sign some things and stuff like that. Please don't show up to my house though. All right. Well, if there's no questions, I guess I'll do the same thing just like for last year, real quick. Just to give you guys a quick rundown of the day of.
Place. It'll be the same place.
Yes, we're gonna be at the same place. In terms of like when to play and stuff, there's gonna be a game happening. Only one game happening per whatever time how long each game lasts. And so there's no worry about like, I have to be over here, over there. So it's just gonna be one field. Everyone's gonna be on the same field. You'll have time to rest and everything. And just an important thing too is that the day of we won't be selling anything. There's no selling allowed at the park itself. So please make sure bring water, Bring Gatorades, bring snacks for
Hot
your
chocolate.
youth, hot chocolate. It might be cold that day. So please, please, please be ready. Yeah.
All right, we actually got a question, and this is from Junior Paz. Is lateral passes allowed?
Ooh, interesting. So lateral passes are allowed. Excuse me. So if you don't know what that is, pretty much a lateral pass is if you're just passing the ball backwards, and that's it. So there might be specific plays, or one that comes to mind is like a oh my goodness, it's a flea flicker, I believe. When you toss, you have a runner go up and they toss the ball backwards. That is allowed. So, and if you want more examples, please go on YouTube and look up laterals. They'll all be there.
All right, we got another question. Someone is asking, how big is the field?
The fields are gonna be, I would say, almost the same size. Maybe a little bit bigger than from last year if you played last year, but they're gonna be almost the same range since we're playing 8 versus 8. So we're gonna stick to the same size.
Yep, the same size field.
All right, another question. Someone's asking, how many downs and timeouts?
So for downs, it's always going to be 3. There's always 3 downs, just like last year, to get a first down. And for the first downs itself, we're gonna have a chain gang, just like last year. So every 10 yards that you get will be a first down. And the reason that it's only 3 downs is, remember, we're not playing a full football field. So you're not having to run as far or as deep or whatever to get a touchdown. So 3 downs to get a first down. And I believe because of time constraints, there is no timeout. But in between games, you'll have more time to rest or get your people together before or after the game. But this isn't like a NFL game, so
the time will never be stopping. Like the time will be continuously going. The games are going to be 20 minutes, and then semifinals might be a little bit longer. We don't know, but 20 minutes. We're aiming for 20 minutes.
Yeah, the only time we will stop the game is if there's an injury. If there's ever an injury, we will stop the game. But basically there are no timeouts though. You can still sub in between. If you want to sub, you can sub, but it has to be quick because remember, you still have time that you need to use to snap the ball. So you don't have an infinite amount of time. And I believe it's 15 seconds that they have to snap the ball once the ball is placed in the middle. But yeah.
Any other questions?
All right, yeah, we actually got a lot of questions coming in. So from Josue, our drummer boy, can you lateral pass the line of scrimmage?
If he means behind the line of scrimmage, you can lateral pass anywhere on the field. If that helps, because the lateral passes can happen behind the line of scrimmage. It can happen after the line of scrimmage. But it has to be a backwards pass. If you're throwing it, if someone passes that line of scrimmage and they start throwing it forward, then that play will not count. That will be a flag. So lateral passes are allowed.
All right, another question from Nathan Urtarte. How long are the games?
I believe we said 20 minutes.
Yep,
20
games
minutes.
are going to be 20 minutes.
Yes.
All right, and another, I think this is actually one of the last questions from King with a crown emoji. You are the can there be different quarterbacks?
So if you have different quarterbacks, you can have different quarterbacks play for the games themselves. I'm not sure exactly if you mean like subbing them in between the game. If you want to do that, you can. Remember that you have a certain amount of time to do that, and so you have to be, I guess, quick about it. And then also, too, just a reminder as well, when it comes to QBs themselves, if you have like a specific QB for like QB runs or something like that, remember, there's no QB runs unless they're being pressured. If you need any more clarification for that, it'll be in the rules as well.
I just remember something about the field goals. When we're doing the field goals, the kicker has to be playing, or at least had to play that game that you guys came from.
Yeah. So So let's just say if you have your kicker, right, that you want to specifically be kicking the field goals, and they play in game 1, and then in game 2 they decide not to play, but in game 2 you go into overtime, then they're not allowed to kick. They're supposed to be playing for that specific game itself. So if that makes sense, like, it's not to say that they can't play or anything like that, but they have to be playing that specific game. That specific game, if it goes into OT, then that has to be the game where they have to have some minutes in.
All right, we got another question, and this is a very important one. Junior pass, who are the refs? Do we know who the refs are yet?
Go ahead.
No, we don't know the refs yet. We're working on it, but we probably will have 2 or 3 refs per game.
Yes. Oh, well, for the refs themselves, it's going to be a couple refs from each church itself. And we're going to try to avoid refs reffing their own church. So yeah, it's always been kind of the same for every sport.
All right, we got another question from Mahanaim Youth. Are there going to be team colors this year?
Yes, they are. Right now, I don't know them to the top of my head, but we are going to be in touch with the team captains to make sure that every team has a different color.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if you played last year and you already had a team color for that year, don't be surprised that you stick with that color.
All right, we actually have several questions regarding the field goal, so let's break this down. So one of them is, how many yards away is the field goal going to be from kick to the field goal?
So the field goals will get incrementally harder to depending on if you make it or not. I guess just to explain a little bit more into the field goals, let's just say if the 2 teams that go up, well, I'll start with this first. They'll start at the 10-yard line, the first field goals, and then we'll slowly go back 10 yards. And essentially, we'll reach to a max point, and by then, whoever makes it and whoever misses is going to be the deciding factor. But yeah, so pretty much we'll start at 10 yards and we'll incrementally go further back. If both teams miss, they'll still go from the same 10-yard line in the beginning. Afterwards, if both of them make it, then you both go back.
All right, another question. Is there a field goal holder for the kicker?
Yes.
There would be one.
All right, and is this a requirement? They have to have a holder for the kicker?
Yeah, I would say so.
And the holder also have to be playing that game in order for him to hold the ball.
Yes.
All right, and someone has a question of how big is the field goal post itself? Is it a standard size? Do we know how big that is?
I think it's basically a standard size.
I would say like high school size.
Yeah, but I will say also too, it's you can imagine the soccer goals, like pretty much it just goes straight up, and that's it.
All right, and this is one of the last questions here from Chris Nolasco. Are motions allowed? Motion plays.
Motion plays. Oh, so yes. Those motion plays are allowed. Just make sure that if you are doing like a motion play, that you're not passing that line of scrimmage. Because if you do pass that line of scrimmage, we still do have false starts and everything. But yeah, if you motion to the left or to the right, that's totally fine. You can do that.
All right, and it looks like there's no more questions coming in. So I want to actually, last question, and this is from Becky C. Period. Where is it going to be?
So we're gonna. Oh, go ahead.
The place is gonna be at Veterans Memorial Park in Woodbridge. So same place as last year, same field number 5. Go all the way to the back near the recreation center. There's plenty of parking spots. There's everything that you guys gotta use in there. And same place.
Real quick, I do want to add to that, make sure you have the correct address, because there were some people that were going to the wrong part of the entrance.
Yes, I was going to elaborate a little bit on that. The park entrance, when you put it into your GPS, can lead you to a part where you can't enter from. So I think it does depend on where you're coming from itself. But pretty much you have to be making a loop around to get to the park. If you're going down the street and it's just taking you directly into it, and you're not taking like a loop going deep in, then you might be going in the wrong direction.
All right. And one of our last questions here.
Yeah, we'll leave it right here.
Okay, Mahanaim Youth. What time should we be there?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say if you guys can start getting to the parking lot around 8:15 and be ready by 8:30. If everybody can just be ready to go at 8:30, and then we can just go ahead and get started at around that time.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're good with the questions. Thank you so much, Pablo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you.
Gotta fly
And
back. Gotta fly back.
Yes.
Be safe.
Be safe on your flight. All right, and I think we are ready for the
To show
bracket.
the matches.
Yep. So let's go ahead and put it on screen. So looks like I'll go ahead and start for the very first match right here. We have Mispa and Cristo Mi Refugio, and then go
No,
ahead.
we got Mispa and Mahanaim.
Oh,
and then
sorry, I'm
we
reading
got Cristo Mi Refugio and versus El Olam. So Mispa and Mahanaim, they're actually going to be the first teams that are going to play.
Yes.
You guys make sure that you guys specifically be there on time, because you guys are the first ones to play. If you guys get there later or late, then that means you guys will have less time, or you guys might just not play that game at all. So then
Oh, okay. So then next, sorry, I was reading the graphic a little bit incorrectly. So now then we have Cristo Mi Refugio and then El Olam for the next match. And these matches are going to be in that order itself. We're going to have only one field. So everybody will have a chance to watch each game, which I think makes it a bit more exciting for everybody.
So we're gonna have both divisions. So we're gonna have West Division first, and then East Division, one of each games per division. So we're gonna have Vida and then Mispa, and then we got Medes and Cristo Mi Refugio, and then we got the last two.
And the last two, Manaim and Vida, and El Olam versus Medes for the very last one. And these are going to be essentially the qualifying games. Afterwards, once we figure out who won who and how many touchdowns and everything, if whoever wins, essentially, we'll have the bracket of the semifinals. And then afterwards, the winners of those ones will go into the finals themselves.
So pretty much every team is gonna play 2 games. They can lose one game, but if they win another game with a lot of points or touchdowns, that can still make them qualify for the semifinals.
Yes.
And then for the semifinals, it'll play second place versus first place of the other bracket, and then same thing, second and first place.
Yep. And so you guys now already have an idea, and remember, we're gonna have a preaching in between the games, so you guys will hear from the Word of God itself. That's pretty much all the teams. That's our game for Saturday. I'm excited.
I am excited. We're pretty much 1 week away, so
1 week away. I hope everybody's ready for the
I'll go
games.
to the gym tomorrow.
Yep, we're gonna. I know everybody's gonna start probably practicing this weekend right now.
Yep.
So
Go ahead and practice those kicks. Practice as much as you can, because these games are gonna be tough.
yeah.
All of them.
No, but we're super excited for all you guys for participating. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in for our live stream. I know everybody's gonna want to win this trophy, but there can only be one.
There can only be one winner.
So we thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll leave the teams of how it's gonna be on the screen itself. But
Take a screenshot, take a picture.
Take a picture.
And get ready.
Yep, be ready. But thank you guys so much. We hope you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you till the next one.